everyone, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I almost said Portable Ops. This is part 5, where last time we've got our own Metal Gear in progress, Metal Gear Zeke. We also met Cecile, who was the one who did that recording, but has never met Paz before, which is a curious point because apparently they're supposed to be friends. So there's a couple of weird story things of like we can hear the boss's voice. Paz and Cecile are not the friends we thought they were. Huey and Big Boss are the bad guys. I don't know, man. It's very interesting, and also the fact that Huey and Strangelove have a bit of a thing going on. But Strangelove doesn't like Huey, and that's why we need to locate an ID card. So this is the mission that we're up to. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into this mission and check all the briefing files. We've got Cecile joining the squad now, which means that most likely, we're going to have a bunch of information from her to go through, so we'll probably do that. Something that was pointed out to me, apparently, is that we can go into the model viewer on people, I think, and we can check out unique people, I think. We can apparently check out maybe it's in the database. I don't know. Apparently we can check out people in the model viewer. Someone pointed it out. I'm going to have a look, because I want to find out how we can view these character models. So I've had a look, and the model viewer for unique characters doesn't apply to Huey, doesn't apply to Miller, doesn't apply to Chico, certainly not Hideo, but it applies to Cecile and Amanda. So they decided to do the model viewer for the female characters only, and they gave them boob physics. So I guess that is the purpose of the model viewer, is to go, here's Cecile and Amanda, and I guess whatever other female characters join our team, so they can have boob physics. But if you want to see what Huey looks like, no. Man, I wonder what the full character model for Master Bill looks like. Oh, that's a shame. I can't see, and I can't see Chico either. Oh well, I think that's a bit strange. Like, what if I want to see character models of the other characters? But no, because boob physics, they just stand there. There you go. That is the model viewer. That's my deep rundown of the model viewer. It's unfortunately very limited. So let's do locate ID card and move on with our lives.
Snake, to gain access to the lab, you'll need an ID card. You can get one from a guard in an orange jacket stationed in an area where you can hear Quetzal singing. To get the ID card from the soldier, do a body check. You've got to get inside that lab before the AI gets shipped out. Get a move on.
Right on. Okay, so let's check out the briefing files. Looks like we've got quite the list. I guess from what it looks like here, there will be one more person joining our team, unless this list gets lengthened. But so far, like, we've just been adding to the dashes, so there's probably be someone there, I guess. Let's go down the list. So we got body checks.
You can steal items from soldiers by putting them to sleep or knocking them out and then doing a body check. Get close to the unconscious soldier and press the action button when you see the icon. Or you can sneak up on them from behind and do a hold-up. It also works if the soldier's near death. Keep in mind though, if you wait too long, you'll have a dead soldier instead of a dying one. And you can't do a body check if you're holding the Fulton recovery device either. So don't try.
Otherwise you'll send them right up into the air. Ghillie suit soldiers.
Scouts are outfitted with camouflage to help them hide. Some of them look kind of weird, like they've got seaweed growing all over them.
Ah, ghillie suits.
Not much difference between them and any other scout in terms of combat ability, but it does make them harder to spot.
I'm sure it does.
You've come across these before.
Yeah, the Soviet Union. The first time, it took me a full hour to find the guy and take him out. Kaz, do you know what they shine?
Shine? Like how?
Like, from their heads.
Their heads?
How about their hair? Do they have a lot of it?
What are you talking about? How the hell would I know?
How about a parrot? Did anybody hear a parrot squawk?
A parrot? Look, Snake, you're talking to the wrong guy. I mean, Cecile's the bird expert. Wait a second, what am I saying? You're not making any sense to begin with.
Never mind. It's a long story. I'll figure it out another way. Forget about it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, we've already lost too many good people to these surprise encounters. Make sure you don't end up like one of them.
Where he's just like, have you got the end? Have you seen the end? He's got a shiny head and a parrot. Tell me.
I do not know if I recall such large ruins being there.
Well, didn't you say there's a lot we don't know about Costa Rica's ancient civilizations? You talked about some giant stone balls, too. What are those?
Oh,
What are those?
the stone spheres of Costa Rica? They are an assortment of giant spheres carved from stone that were discovered in the jungles of Costa Rica about 50 years ago.
What's so special about that?
What if I told you some of them are nearly perfect spheres, and that they were carved out of granite, which is quite a hard substance?
Could be good for laying a trap. And if they're spherical, they roll easily, too.
Snake!
Spherical. All right. Perfect, smooth, giant balls.
Snake, be careful when going through areas you've passed through before. The enemy could be waiting to ambush you. And do you know how to identify the soldier with the ID card?
Yeah, Cecile told me. He's in a forest with some Quetzals wearing a orange jacket.
He'll be from the lab, probably out on patrol. Do a body check to see if he's got the card.
Did you see a Quetzal snake?
Yep.
What do you think? Did it look like a snake?
No, it didn't look like a snake.
Oh, really? Must be different from the Quetzalcoatl then.
Quetzalcoatl.
A winged snake from the Mayan and Aztec legend.
A winged snake.
Weird, right? I bet it's UMA. Amanda and everybody says Quetzalcoatl is a Quetzal in the form of a god. But there's no way anybody mistake a snake for a bird. I think the legend of Quetzalcoatl came first. Somebody saw it and adopted it as their god before they saw the Quetzal. After that, somebody saw a bird that looked like the image of the god, and so they named it Quetzal.
You mean it happened the other way around?
Well, if you ask me, the Quetzalcoatl was probably a pterosaur that survived. I mean, it's got wings and it's a reptile, so it probably looks kind of like a snake, right? Pterosaurs live on in Africa even today. They're called the Congamato and the Elitziao. So it makes sense that there'd be pterosaurs on the American continent too, and that they survived until the Mayan and Aztec eras.
Wow. Lucky for us, they're not still around today.
Who says they aren't? The dinosaurs supposedly died out 65 million years ago, and the Aztec civilization only rose about 600 years ago. If they managed to survive 65 million years, surely they couldn't be wiped out in 600.
Congamato.
Pterosaurs survive today in the African countries of Cameroon and Congo. Each tribe calls them by a different name, like Congamato or Litziao.
There sure are a lot of dinosaurs running around the Congo.
Well, a lot of the land hasn't been settled by humans yet. They've survived all this time, just undiscovered by man. But they're finding fossils in America too. This one they found 3 years ago in Texas had a wingspan of more than 12 meters. If I saw a gigantic pterosaur like that, I'd probably call it a god too. Yup, I'm sure that's what the Quetzalcoatl really is.
This kid is so knowledgeable on this stuff. It's like such a kid who gets obsessed with dinosaurs and like then just becomes like an absolute expert on the subject. Nothing new from Huey. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff from Cecile, so let's get into it.
That was some escape you made from Strangelove's lab.
Security inside was not so tight. The door to my room was locked from the outside, of course. But she took off the blindfold at bath time, so she could wash my hair.
Huh. Pretty luxurious treatment for a prisoner.
Wasn't it? She wouldn't undo the handcuffs, but she washed my body for me instead. And with such gentle care.
Why'd you run away? Didn't she say you could go home in a month? If your escape attempt failed, you'd be in greater danger than before.
I was supposed to be giving a presentation on the distribution of Costa Rican bird species at a conference. The date was approaching quickly. So, I pretended I had to use the toilet and made my escape. I found an ID card and searched everywhere for my equipment and my tape. But a soldier saw me. It was a miracle I managed to get away. There was no time to find the tape. I do not care about the conference. I am lucky enough to still be in one piece.
You bounce back quick.
You don't?
Not sure. I try not to dwell too much on the past, but...
Then don't. There is no point. I'm so glad to be out of there. I never felt safe, you know?
Tell me about it.
Well, I think she's interested in women. And I think she took a fancy to me.
Oh, well, that's,
Besides, it is much nicer here.
Okay. Interesting. She's like, the conference, I must escape. And then she was like, I don't care about the conference.
Was it just the two women in the lab?
Most of the time, we.
And one of them, you only heard her voice, right?
Yes, that is correct. Such a wonderful voice. It sent chills up my spine.
What was the other woman like?
Don't even think about it. She has not the slightest interest in men.
No, it's part of my mission to...
Only teasing. Let me think. I believe she was in her 30s. Pretty, with a good sense of style, but austere in her tastes. A very unusual woman.
And she was doing research on AI.
AI? So that is what she was up to. You know, she did say something interesting. That people should not be going into space. That it is too dangerous.
An automated control system for rockets, then.
She said something about wanting to get closer to her dying wish. I think she must have been talking about an old lover.
Lover? You mean another woman?
My, aren't we curious about women and other women? You want to hear the terrible things she tried to do to me?
That's not what I meant.
It's all right. You can be honest.
You two seem to get along awfully well together.
No, not at all.
I think you're hiding something.
Never mind. Aren't you supposed to be looking for the Quetzal? Here, I'll demonstrate its call for you.
I knew it.
I knew it. Yeah, she seems a little bit sus. So I think Snake has, like, a right to be a little bit suspicious because it's just like, you were treated quite well, you would be let out, and then you miraculously escaped even after a soldier saw you and stuff. Yeah, it's a bit interesting. Also, this talk about Dr. Strangelove and the woman. So Dr. Strangelove apparently isn't interested in men, so Huey doesn't know how to get a read on that one, does he? Is he's pining after someone who's not even interested in him, or any man apparently. But the other woman, which I believe is the voice that she's heard, which is the voice of the boss, they're talking about... A lot of this game so far has been about AI. A lot of this has been about AI, and she's only heard a voice. Like, what if this voice of the boss isn't attached to a person, but a computer? The tape of or like even a recording, but like they were the woman and the voice of the boss were having like a conversation. But the way that the boss was talking in that conversation was a little bit off. It was a little bit weird, you know. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think. It seems like there's some pieces that are being, you know, there's pieces that you could put together about it. I think my working theory is that, you know, the boss is definitely dead. And this isn't the boss that we think it is. There's a big focus on AI, and it's a voice with a person that she hasn't seen. We'll see how that working theory develops.
Let's go over this one more time. First, I need an ID card to get into the lab.
That is correct. From the outside, it looks like any other room. But on the inside, it is a state-of-the-art research facility.
And your ID card got taken away from you by some guy in an orange jacket.
Exactly. I had a Quetzal singing nearby. It has not been that long since it happened.
It could be tricky if he's out on patrol, but if he's a stationary sentry, you don't think the Quetzal's moved?
Its nest is probably nearby. I do not think it will go away anytime soon.
Good. I'll get on looking for that soldier.
If you forget what it sounds like, I will do the call for you again. Just give me a call anytime you'd like to hear it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Nice. Birds in general.
Let me get this straight. You were in Costa Rica as a bird watcher?
Yes, I was. Not for pleasure, though. I am a researcher, after all. I am studying the distribution of Latin American bird species. With today's compact cassette tape recorders, even a woman like me can carry her recording equipment by herself. But it was a mistake to come alone.
Even so, there sure are a lot of wild birds in Costa Rica.
Aren't there? Over 800 different species. Said to be more than 10% of all living bird species on Earth. How many can you name, Mr. Ornithologist?
Hey, I was just trying not to scare you.
You should at least have a basic knowledge of Costa Rica. How about this? I will give you a thorough education, Mr. First-Time Ornithologist.
Okay. Start by telling me about the Quetzal.
There we go. Yeah, she's like, you should know more about Costa Rica. I'm like, bruh, Paz has given me everything I need about Costa Rica.
Cecile, what's that machine you said you used to make those recordings of yours? Cassette, something or other.
A cassette recorder, or a cassette denske, as they say in Japan.
Yeah, that. What is that thing anyway?
A portable recording device released last year by a Japanese company, Sony. It uses compact cassettes, making it far lighter than open-reel machines. It still weighs 5 kilograms, but the exercise won't kill me.
Ha!
It is user-friendly too. All the buttons have markings on them, allowing you to operate it without looking at it. Can you imagine missing the shot of a lifetime simply because you blinked?
Oh, that would be devastating. But where'd they come up with Densuke? Sounds like a Japanese name.
Allow me to field that one.
Kaz?
Densuke's a nickname that comes from the name of an old manga character.
Oh. Was he some recording nerd, too?
Don't give me that. Recording atmospheric noises is an exhilarating art. There's nothing like capturing the real world in action on tape. It's just like taking pictures with a camera, only with a microphone instead of a viewfinder.
Oh, sure.
Listen to a tape with your eyes closed, and the scene just bursts to life in your mind's eye. Tell him, Cecile.
Absolutely. When I listen to the sounds of the birds in my apartment, it is like I am back in the forest where I recorded them.
See? She's a Parisienne. She knows what's chic.
If you say so.
And what do you like to record, Monsieur Miller?
Me? Steam locomotives, no question. The roar of the engine, the throaty steam whistle. More animal than machine. Don't get me started. Steam locomotives are a dying breed in Japan. I wouldn't mind going back for a bit and making some new tapes while I still can.
You are less civilized than I thought.
Less civilized?
I detest those beasts. The noise frightens off all the birds. Then there is the smoke. I much prefer the peace and quiet of the forest.
Cecile, wait. That came out wrong.
Sure it did.
All right. What do you want to know about Quetzals?
Give me the basics. Something that'll help me find one.
Okay then. First of all, as I'm sure you remember, the Quetzal's wings and back are emerald green, a dazzling blend of viridian fading into blue. Its belly is brilliant red, and its tail feathers are white. Such a gorgeous bird. Also, the male has 2 long decorative feathers, but only during breeding season. Among birds, males are usually more beautiful than females.
Like a peacock's tail.
Yes, just like that. It is interesting to note that while their bodies are only 40 centimeters long, many quetzals reach over a meter in length when you include their decorative plumage. Quetzals typically build their nests by making holes in dead trees with their beaks, about 3 to 4 meters above the ground. They are omnivorous and eat everything from nuts to lizards.
Where can I find one?
Lizards.
Their habitat stretches across the entire tropical cloud forest. You may end up having to rely on its song to find one.
Good to know.
I will do an imitation. Listen closely.
Hey, not bad.
Shall I do a chicken next? Cluck, 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 buck, buck, buck.
No thanks. That's enough.
Are you sure? How about a monkey?
Yeah, don't need that either.
Oh, all right then.
Let's just stick to the Quetzal, please. Hummingbirds, mannequins, 3-wattled billbird, clay-coloured robin, macaws. Alright, we're getting all the bird information. This is about this mission. These birds, because I guess there's probably going to be quite a few in this mission that we have to listen out for.
Costa Rica is the home to many hummingbirds as well. The people here call them colibri.
Colibri, huh?
Hummingbirds are the world's smallest birds. Although they can vary from species to species, most are around 10 centimeters in length, and the smallest no more than 5. It is amazing to think that something so small can still be a fully developed bird.
I think a bird that tiny would get mistaken for a bug.
Actually, they are often mistaken for sphinx moths. The little darlings feed on flower nectar, and their beaks are long and thin to help them drink up the nectar. They beat their wings far faster than any other bird. The smallest ones over 70 times a second. Can you imagine?
What for?
They hover in midair while they suck their nectar. They can even fly straight backwards.
Hovering. Like a helicopter. That's why Amanda and her unit called that chopper Colibri.
I think it is an insult to the birds to give their names to weapons. Don't you?
Don't ask me. Ask the birds how they feel about it.
Mannequins. Mannequins.
Have you ever heard of the mannequins?
Never.
Unbelievable. You came all the way to Costa Rica, and you've never even heard of them?
I didn't come here to look at...
Mannequins are known for their beautiful courtship dances. The orange-colored mannequin is said to live on the Pacific side, the white-bearded mannequin on the Caribbean side, and the long-tailed mannequin is in the Central Basin. The long-tailed mannequins are especially distinctive.
What's special about them?
First, each young male picks an older male to teach him how to dance. Then, teachers and pupils all get in a group and dance for the females. However, only the teachers get paired off with females. The pupils practice their technique for 7 years before striking out on their own and finding their own pupils.
I guess it takes time to get good at anything, whether it's dancing or soldiering.
Mannequins always have plenty to eat. Apparently, that is why they have so much free time to practice dancing.
Unlike us, obviously.
Three-wattled bellbird.
Another well-known bird of the cloud forest is the three-wattled bellbird.
Wattled? What the hell's a wattle?
What the hell's a
It
wattle?
is just like your beard, Snake.
What?
It is a piece of flesh that hangs down from its chin. Kind of like whiskers, but not made of hair.
A hanging piece of flesh.
This is hanging
And
flesh.
it only grows on males.
Nothing more important to a man than his beard. So,
I mean-
these birds are in the cloud forest too.
It's true.
They are normally found in the lowland rainforests, but they migrate into the highland cloud forests during breeding season. What the three-wattled bellbird is best known for, though, is its loud call. It makes these metallic bong and ding sounds, hence the name bellbird. It hardly sounds like a bird at all. Even an expert bird caller like me cannot do it justice.
Oh, it doesn't sound like I'll be mistaking it for a quetzal.
Bongbird.
Do you know the national bird of Costa Rica? Honestly, and you call yourself an ornithologist? The national bird of Costa Rica is the clay-colored robin. It's a plain-looking brown bird found throughout the country.
Why'd they make it the national bird then? Are there all kinds of better-looking birds like the quetzal?
Ah, the clay-colored robin has the most exquisite song. And I think it is part of the Costa Rican national character to choose a bird everyone knows and loves over prettier ones.
Somehow these people don't strike me as being very Latin.
Speaking as an ornithologist, I am rather happy with that choice. Not all birds have to be pretty. Oh, and just so you know, the quetzal is the national bird of Guatemala.
Thanks for letting me know. Alright, macaws, baby.
The scarlet macaw and the great green macaw are also representative birds of Costa Rica. Macaws are a type of parrot, enormous, stately birds.
Macaw. I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
But of course you have. You are an ornithologist, no?
Stop it.
So, tell me, where do macaws live in Costa Rica today?
Oh, come on now.
I am only teasing you. Macaws live not in the cloud forests, but in the rainforests on the Pacific side of Costa Rica. In the past, they were a common sight all across the country. But lately, the population has decreased dramatically. One possible cause is the pesticide sprayed to facilitate large-scale banana cultivation.
Evicted from their own land, huh?
Thankfully, conservation efforts have been gaining some momentum lately.
Nice. Alright. About this mission is done. There is the file library, however, which has added some new details. So we've got some stuff about herself. Huey doesn't have anything. Cecile's got some stuff as well. So what I'll actually do, hopefully I remember, should do, is at the end of this episode, I'll go through the remaining files that we haven't listened to in the file library. I think it's a good idea to probably space out all of the exposition and dialogue, so I'm not going to get straight into the file library. We'll just focus on what was relevant for the mission, and I think that's good enough. I don't need that ID card anymore, so we'll get rid of that. Probably take the shield off. Let's take that off. What can I check on? Got a lot of recovery items. Just seeing what they're actually able to. I think I'll just stick with the normal standard rations because they do me just fine. We've got the Fulton system on. We got a colored version of the shield, night vision goggles, which I don't think we'll need. A sound source display sensor. Maybe we'll chuck that on, because that might be a good idea for the birds. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then we'll mostly just be stealthing this one because we need to put people to sleep. And then, in terms of the uniform, apparently what I should just be using from now on, pretty much, is, now that we've got it, is the lovely sneaking suit. So we'll be much quieter. Stealth. And this is, you know, the classic. This is what we've come to know and love about our snake, is being in that sneaking suit. Because everything else is pretty much the same, unless he's naked and buff. Putting him in a t-shirt is so funny. And then I think, what else have we gotten? Have we got anything else that's decent? We got the Choco camo. I think that's fine. Oh, if you change the uniform, it takes every. Okay.
Survival.
Ah.
Survival.
Why does the sneaking suit
Stealth.
remove everything? That's really interesting. Strange. So when you it wasn't for everything though, it was just for the sneaking suit. So we have to redo everything. So Mark 22, sniper, got all of the magazines that we've developed, solid, liquid, and solidus. We got a Fulton mine, which would be pretty cool. Supply marker we need. Let's just chuck on the Fulton mine as well, just in case we run out of Fulton recovery. And then roll with a stun grenade. That sounds good to me. Alright, let's start the mission. Locate the ID card. Get into it, dude. I can see how the cassette tapes would be much better for the PSP, like on the go, you know? But sitting at home is, yep, time to get all that exposition.
There's supposed to be a Quetzal singing close to where your target is located. Keep your ears open.
Sensor that displays nearby sound sources are animated symbols, not affected by surrounding objects.
What's that?
Oops. Should probably get behind cover. It will only work when lying down or against a wall.
Guess not.
Oh. There you go. Its battery runs out really quickly. I don't think that's going to be very useful for us. We'll just keep on the surround indicator, because we can just listen out for the... we can just listen out and look out for sounds anyway. Is this guy going to turn around? Yeah. Sneaking suit, baby. Where are we on the map? We just have to go into that next area, I think. Hang on. Oh. Oh, no, I have to look for a orange ID card first. For a second I was like, it's telling me to go back to the lab straight away. Hello, sir. Get rescued. Telling me to go straight back to the lab, but that's after we've got the ID card, so we need to head back.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Kind of wish that those the text boxes weren't so huge. Oh shit. How did he not? That was really strange. I guess the sneaking suit is effective. Because dude was looking right at me and didn't even call out. But yeah, we'll head back this way and we'll listen out for the Quetzal. Get Orange Suit Man, get the ID card, and then head back into the AI laboratory. There you are, Orange Jacket Man. Just sitting here on your own. Go to sleep. Alright, we'll do a pat down. Spank him on the butt. Got the ID card, dude.
I bet you could use that ID card you found to get into the lab.
Unlike the card received from Huey, this will actually enable it. Can we recruit this guy too? C rank? I'll take it. I assume if you Fulton recovery him, it would just be mission over. Mission failed, we'll get him next time. Alright, we've got the ID card. And now we just have to go back to the lab. Alright, we're on our way back now. Smacked into the wall. You are asleep. Alright. Now this group is harder to deal with, for sure. Because what I want to do make like a distraction for everybody.
What's that noise?
Okay, it only did it for him.
Guess not. What's that noise? Is someone there? Guess not.
Okay.
Guess not.
Nice. Successfully made it through. Empty mags coming in handy to divert them away from us for a second. That one would have been easier to get through normally because there wasn't a dude waiting there like he was last time. Here we go, baby. ID card time.
Excellent. It's open.
We're in, baby. That's certainly certainly an ancient ruin. There you go. The horse from MGS3?
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
And who might you be?
You. Dr. Strangelove, I presume.
I've been waiting, Snake.
Mmm.
Yes, waiting without joy or pleasure. Waiting for the one I despise.
Don't move.
Don't move. You men and your guns. You all say the same thing.
Dr. Strangelove.
I suppose you're here to destroy my research.
Couldn't really zoom in there. It was
Yes,
weird.
I know. Just as I know what you did 10 years ago. Go on. Kill me like you killed her. Kill me like you killed the boss. Kill me!
What exactly do you...
Come on, Snake. Or should I say Big Boss? That filthy title given you as reward for murder. Do you still wear it with pride? You chose a shadowy country over the mentor who made you what you are. You brought despair to good soldiers everywhere. You used the pretext of a mission to kill a true hero. Is that what you call loyalty? Answer me!
The boss?
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
She betrayed America. She stole a Davy Crockett and then defected to the other side. She used an American nuclear weapon to attack Soviet territory. The only way for Washington to prove its innocence to Moscow was to eliminate the traitor themselves. The boss's death was the only thing that could have prevented all-out nuclear war.
Is that what you call the truth?
It's the truth as it was told to me.
So the truth is that you sullied the reputation of your mentor, the woman you loved most in this world, before you buried her.
It was my mission.
Huh. So that's the conclusion you came to in order to live with yourself.
What's the boss to you?
I'm the one she abandoned when she left this world. I won't rest until I get answers from the woman I loved. You and I are the same. We are the walking dead. Would you like to meet her?
The boss is gone.
Not so fast. You'd like to meet her, wouldn't you? I can arrange it. You took her life. I gave it back.
You what?
Care for a sniff? It's only snuff. You're a cigar man, aren't you? Well, there's no smoking in there, so if you want to meet her, you'd best partake now. Follow me.
What the fuck? That's fucking weird.
This is my baby, my morpho butterfly. It's neither pupa nor cocoon, but an imago. A complete individual, in the fullest sense of the word.
Is someone there?
Boss.
We have a visitor. I'll introduce him. Don't try anything foolish. As long as we're in here, I can reduce you to carbon at the press of a button.
Who are you? A man. A warfighter.
Boss. Is that you?
I call it the mammal pod.
Mammal pod?
For my participation on the project, I demanded access to all information on the boss. Everything the CIA had. Her personal history, military records, physiological data, correspondence, the files for every operation she took part in, every decision she ever made at every possible turn, what she took and what was taken from her pain and her pleasure, her joy and sorrow, her life and death, and yes, even you.
Why would you do that?
Coldman sought an MAD-based AI that would deliver an effective retaliatory strike against the most appropriate target in response to a nuclear attack from a hypothetical adversary. An unmanned device to act as a deterrent capable of making the decisions and taking the actions that human beings cannot. I therefore concluded he required a cool, calculating machine programmed to inflict swift, sure, and utter annihilation upon the enemy. No retaliation. But he took it upon himself to come up with a different answer. He said he needed the thought patterns of the very finest rational mind, one that thought on a global scale, took both past and future into consideration, and reached the best decision, no matter how painful.
And that's why you asked for everything they had on the boss.
It was the logical thing to do. I knew of only one person who could be entrusted with the fate of the entire human race.
What's your real goal here?
To clear her name. Why was a legendary hero forced to betray her country? Why was she targeted for assassination by you, her most beloved disciple? I have no use for fabrications. I want the truth. The boss's last will. You must be dying to know yourself.
No. No. She abandoned her country. Abandoned us all.
Really? You think you understand her feelings?
You're trying to recreate the boss's last will. Is that it?
Why don't you ask her yourself, Jack?
Jack.
What?
Jack.
Boss.
Jack.
Boss.
Jack. Go home. I'm not your boss anymore.
Boss.
Go home.
No,
Complete your mission, Snake. Extinguish that noble soul once again. If you can.
Oh. Oh. We're inside of it. Are we pulling out AI cores? Oh, we're pulling out the AI cores again. She's an AI.
Jack.
Called it, baby. She's a computer. Ah, I went to the wrong. Okay. Oops.
Go home. I'm not your boss anymore. Go home. Why did you come back? Go home. I'm not your boss anymore. Go home. You better stay alive from now on.
This is very strange.
Go home.
Basically has constructed a brand new boss based on her entire personality and all her choices and everything. There's so many to grab, but none of them are necessarily special. I wasted time in the beginning. Oh, we still have time left.
This response... Oh god. Discontinue!
Maybe we pulled out the maximum amount that we could because the time was still going. What the hell?
I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
Oops. You're actually supposed to engage with that. I wasn't holding my controller.
I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
I love how it's playing a piano theme of Snake Eater.
Loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
This is just how I remember it going. Oh god, no! D-pad!
There's a saying in the Orient.
D-pad!
Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
Alright, prep for the D-pad.
As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything. Even in those we love.
Ah! Quick time events are so dumb, dude.
Even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
I was...
As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point.
What's the time frame to press those buttons? Because I pressed both of them. That's so bizarre.
That's the way a soldier's supposed to think.
The only thing
That's
we can
wild.
believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack. As long as we have loyalty to the end,
Why?
there's no point in believing in anything.
Quick time events. Liquid.
Soldiers supposed to think.
Quick time.
Anything we can believe in without
Is the mission, Jack.
is the mission, Jack.
Fucking goddamn.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Jack, you can't come with us.
You can't sit with us, Jack. You're not cool like we are over in the Soviet Union. Goddamn quick time event, man. And there goes the boss in her AI pod. And there's the big boy. Whoa! We're gonna be fighting Chrysalis. Alright. To be continued in the next mission. Well, working theory confirmed. The boss is a computer. They didn't resurrect her. You know, that makes sense. It makes sense. Alright, we rescued some people, so we can do some assigning. Can do some assigning, and then we can we're gonna fight Chrysalis. So I guess we actually know what the critical thing is now. We can just literally shoot the main thing with an RPG, have a great time. Ah, there we go. We've got Strangelove's model now. All right, got a bunch of stuff. So I'll have a look. Everyone's hostile. Alright, I'll do some rearranging and check everything out and sort out all our details, and then we'll look at the next mission. Alright, we're going to be doing the optional mission Fulton Recovery because we're going to include some extra ops. Other people have asked to at least include some of them, and apparently they get better the further along in the game we get. So these are some basic ones, but here and there I'll include some extra ops, especially if they look like more of an interesting one. This one seems to be something that we've kind of done before. We're just rescuing our prisoner.
Your current objective is to retrieve the researchers.
That's it. One target. 7 minutes to do so. And man is located all the way at the end. So we know what to do. Just gonna zoom our way through here. Got an explosive barrel here. Good distraction. How far down is this guy gonna walk? Further down than I thought, actually. Alright, you're gonna stay there. Okay. And then turn around.
Freeze.
Get down on the ground, sir. Alright, he's out of here. So I can pat him down when he's... Yeah. Give him a nice little pat on the butt while he's already out for the count. Leave him alone, that's fine. I can hear that prisoner groaning. Gotcha. Get out of here, buddy. You're free. And then we're at the goal.
Recovery zone. You did it. Keep it up.
Extra ops, baby. Easy claps. Easy claps. I'm going it alone. I don't know what would have gotten an S rank, probably not even holding up a guy, but I thought that would kind of get some good points, you know. Would that not get the good points? We don't know. I've been also just allocating those teams on the outer ops missions and like just replaying outer ops missions, because they you can just keep replaying them and level up your characters and develop everything. So we've kind of been just developing all of this stuff at the moment that's just sitting there. So every time I've got GMP left over, we'll just like get on to developing what's left over. All of my vehicles are at full health, so I've put them back on teams and they're doing outer ops missions. So it looks to be all gravy. Main mission time. Main mission time. I won't rest until I get answers from the woman I loved. Interesting. Alright. Chrysalis Battle time. Let's get to it.
Snake, that's the Chrysalis weapon Huey was referring to. You know what to do.
You know what to do. Alright. Briefing files. AI parts. Stop the Chrysalis weapon. Huey does have something to say, I was going to say.
Apparently, each part of an AI weapon is connected to a memory board inside the AI pod. Destroying a part will release the lock on the memory board. After that, climb in the pod and you'll be able to grab whichever boards you've unlocked.
Nice.
Only thing is, any parts you destroy can't be collected and reused, so you'll have to decide which is more important.
Okay. Yeah, Amanda?
El Colibri may be powerful, but he can be defeated. Looks like you have a lot of places to hide there. Remember your fight with the other chopper. Guerrilla tactics will be key.
Only this one's got a few more aces up its sleeve.
Yes, it might try to crush you by taking out the pillars. Also, watch out for the smaller craft that abducted Chico. The Chico Libri.
Chico Libri?
It means son of Colibri. If it gets you, you'll just have to wriggle your way out. You might get away if you're lucky.
I'd rather not have to take that chance.
Indeed. That would be best.
Wonderful. And then Huey.
Being an unmanned vehicle, the Chrysalis can perform extreme G-force maneuvers that standard aircraft can't. It'll be difficult to counterattack once it's coming at you. I should mention that it's also equipped with a railgun.
A what?
A weapon that fires rounds using electromagnetic force in lieu of gunpowder.
Wait, an electric weapon?
Not exactly. The rounds themselves are conventional shells. It creates force by running an electric current through a magnetic field. Fleming's left-hand rule. Didn't they teach you that at school?
Not at mine.
Oh. Anyway, as the railgun uses electromagnetic force, it needs to charge before firing. Once you see it starting to charge, take immediate evasive action. Also, as with the pupa, destroying the AI will put the unit out of commission. Do enough damage and it'll have to land. Use that opportunity to get in the AI pod. Wait too long and it'll start to repair itself. Be sure to shoot the hatch the moment it lands.
I think I can handle that.
Okay. Shoot the hatch the moment it lands. We've done that before. Okay. This is going to be a big boy mission, so we need the M60 and... all of these are pretty much the same, except that weighs a lot. It's a rank 3, though. It all does S rank damage, and this is 7 rockets. We'll do the RPG. Supply marker. We've got a strike marker now as well, which does something else. So... once set, heroism decreases. What's the difference between a strike marker and a oh, hang on. You put the strike marker down and it will like call in like what, like an airstrike or something? Support strikes. The location of the attack. That makes sense. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Stun grenade. How much chaff grenades we got in our inventory? 77. Maybe we can do with using the chaff grenade. That might be a good idea. Okay, I'm ready to go. Let's start the mission, baby. Taking out the Chrysalis. Just wreck that AI pod. There's the railgun. Bottom half is very much like Rex, with like what looks like the radar dish and the railgun. Holy crap! It is huge. Ooh, okay. Alright, well if that's the case... Oh, it's moving. Okay. Normal mode. God damn, dude.
Clock's getting big. Careful you don't lose sight of that chopper. The surround indicator lets you locate enemies even when you can't see them.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get the RPG until it stands still. The aiming... We got left stick sensitivity, normal view, rotation speed. Can't really adjust the auto aim, aim assist. Yeah, there's sensitivity, but there isn't sensitivity options for, like, while aiming. I can... Like, imagine if I could aim this quickly. Ugh! It's like a goddamn Herculean effort to aim faster. So if I'm trying to track the thing... Okay, engaging attack mode. Where are you? Oh, no, you're still doing the same thing. You gonna stay still? No. When do you stay still? What the hell? It just teleported. It just... That doesn't feel right. Like it glitched when I shot it. What the? Oh no, it teleports. What the hell? It did like an actual dash. So it's like... Okay, great.
Do you have enough ammo and items? Send us a support request.
I don't know what's the best part to take out. Seems like this is the best thing. Normal mode. Damn it. Oh, I just got the railgun. It'd be great if we could recruit these weapons for MSF, huh? Damn it, man. The aiming speed! Okay, missiles, yep.
Support supply marker to indicate the drop zone for the supply.
That's right, well I don't particularly need them yet, but I will soon. The hardest part is trying to aim at it while moving, because you go to aim, and you go, ugh, you gotta drag it across the screen. I wonder if chaff grenades will even do anything. I don't think it will, because it seems like it's out of range. Like, I'm doing some damage, but it's taken a long time. You have to wait until it change. There we go. We have to wait until it goes into attack mode. Oh my god. Dude. Why is that an ability that it has? That's kind of awful. What the fuck? What are you doing? What? Oh, great. Why was I frozen in place? Its ability to teleport away from an RPG is kind of lame. Like, what else are we supposed to do? That's kind of like... That's kind of our best option. Oh shit. Small dudes. I was behind cover as well. Okay. This is a little bit dumb.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Cool. And that's almost impossible to dodge because you dodge one and the other one is still in transit to wipe me out. Can't say that I'm a fan. Because we're just in a massive open area. It doesn't matter if we're hiding behind cover because we'll still take damage. Jesus. Oh my god, dude. How did I not die then? I don't even know. Won't be able to tell you. I just need rations, please. I literally don't have any. It only gave me one ration, dude. Oh my god. Come on, let me get some damage off. What is that? I just have to waste my supply markers just so I can... Oh my god. I'm stuck. Oh, another round of missiles. Okay, cool. Yep, awesome. What the fuck? This is stupid.
What happened? Snake?
So let's do an aerial battle where it dodges rockets, the primary damage dealer. You need to shoot it with a machine gun, I guess, to do most of the damage, which takes forever. And then it just, like, its normal mode is just to just roam around the map where it's almost impossible to do damage to it. It locks onto you for multiple missile salvos, and the movement speed is so slow that you do a dodge that you can dodge one missile and the other one's just going to hit you anyway. So it's like pure luck that you could dodge both. Little bit silly. I might have to do another missile launcher. Maybe the RPG just isn't the right one.
Take out the Chrysalis.
Because sometimes we're hitting it. Like that. That was pure luck based on its teleportation, though. There we go. We did somehow we did damage to it.
You try to hide behind.
Returning to normal mode.
It's getting thick. Careful you don't lose sight of that chopper. Use the surround indicator to help you get a fix on the enemy's position.
I'm trying to see if you can get it in normal mode. Okay, no, this is okay. That's not happening. I'm going to rearrange my inventory and fix this up because there's obviously something that I'm missing. Like, they wouldn't logically make this frustrating for no reason, would they? Current plan is to use the FIM, which does lock on, so it does have a lock on ability. We just have less rockets, and then there's also the human decoy. I don't know if that's going to confuse the locked on missiles, but we can tell. I don't know if the chat will try. We already had this equipped, but we'll try. We'll try the chaff grenade. I just don't know if it's going to, because if it's in the air, I don't know if it'll be affected. But we'll try it out, because then we can at least maybe confuse the tracking, have a decoy, have a lock-on ability, and see if that works. So that might be better than the RPG. And we might not have to run around so clueless. So let's see if this works. First things first.
That thing needs to be eliminated once and for all.
Okay, the lock-on still does damage, but it doesn't do as much.
Returning to normal mode.
Okay, I see. There's a particular point that I want to lock onto, however.
It's getting thick. Careful you don't lose sight of that chopper. The surround indicator lets you locate enemies even when you can't see them.
It's not doing much damage though. We're only taking out 1 bar of it. That's the problem. We can get hits, but like the damage. Already out of ammo for it. Does the decoy work? No! Launching kidnappers. Oh god. Again? Alright, we're trying the chaff grenade now. Come on, throw it. I keep pressing it. Okay, there we go. It does work. It doesn't work for a huge amount of time, however. Okay, well, not this wall, because this is part of the environment, baby.
They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
This one was much easier. The machine gun does do a decent amount of damage. Try the chaff grenade again. Yeah, nice. It doesn't... It also affects my lock-on ability, though. That's the problem. So it doesn't stay chaffed for long. And there's a disadvantage is that I miss out on potential rocketing time. Ooh, it missed it. Oh no, ooh. Okay, I think it missed. It tried. Oh no, it still got it. Wow, that's quite a lock-on. That's ferocious. It also doesn't teleport away from a lock-on, but it teleports away from the RPG. Oop, I don't think that locked on. The decoy doesn't work, which is a shame. I thought the decoy would work. You got it, baby. We gotta get that pod now, right? We need to get that pod open, guys. Come on, get down. Here we go. What are you doing? Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, time to remove the AI stuff. God damn it. Get in there, Snake. We got computer parts to remove. Wild. We're up in the air now, Snake. Okay, let's see where we start. Let's try and maximize our effectiveness here, because every time we sort of mess it up.
Pull out all the unlocked memory boards. Pull out the memory boards.
Pull out the memory boards. All the unlocked boards.
Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI weapon. Memory boards have different functions according to the icons displayed over them. Go ahead and take whichever ones you want. If you attack parts on the exterior of the machine, the memory boards that control those parts should light up. You can tell what a memory board does by looking at its color when it lights up.
Interesting. Alright, well, we're done.
Forget about any broken boards.
I can't get any of those out, so we got everything that we can. Maybe it's because I did so much damage to it that I can't get these pieces. I mean, there's not much I can do about that though, however. I have to bring it down. So we got all the pieces that we could. Maybe if we just attack and do damage to the pod only, we'd get more parts, but I don't know. It's a difficult fight. I'm surprised the chaff grenade works at such a distance, but not for long. There you go, Chrysalis is out of here, baby. Done. Just need them lock-on rockets. The Phantom Hero. I mean, S rank. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Snake.
She played me like a piano.
Forget about it. You'll get him back. That is, as long as you've got the will to do it.
I am not giving up.
All right, then. I confirmed the location with Huey. The final testing base for Peace Walker is 15 miles to the north of that lab. It's an underground facility disguised as a rock quarry. All you need to do is sneak in and destroy the AI for good this time.
Right.
Snake, you can destroy it, right?
Yeah.
We all have our limits. Actions beyond our abilities.
Don't worry. I won't screw it up this time.
You're the one who killed the boss. Destroying that AI means reliving that memory.
It's just a machine.
Snake, I'm worried.
Worried?
For the same reason the CIA entrusted the nuclear launch to an AI. A man can condemn a handful of criminals to the death penalty if they're prepared to assume that responsibility. But who among us could do the same to hundreds of millions of innocent civilians? Who could reduce thousands of years of human history to ash in an instant? Could any flesh and blood human being make that decision? No way in hell. No one man could bear the burden of total genocide. It's what's allowed our cowardly species to survive all this time. But for a machine, willpower is no issue.
What are you saying, Kaz?
You're a hero, Snake, but you're not a machine.
That I can't destroy that thing?
That machine's not the problem. It's that the boss still lives inside of you.
Bullshit!
She's dead, Snake. It's time to come
Bullshit!
to terms with that. Let me put it another way.
Kaz the therapist.
Leave everything behind. Your country, your identity, your past and ideals. But there's still one thing you haven't let go of.
What are you talking about?
The boss. You still haven't let her go. That's why you're so afraid to find out the truth about her. And that's what's holding you back from your future. Snake, she died a decade ago. How long can you live with a ghost?
Kaz, I thought I knew everything about her, but I still don't understand what happened to her at the end.
There, you're no different from that scientist woman.
When she didn't believe me, I realized something. That debriefing I heard could have been part of the cover story they made up. Now, even I'm not sure what her real intentions were. Why did she take that mission? How did she feel about dying? Why was I chosen?
You want to know the truth?
Ah!
The truth won't change the past. You still want to know?
No. I took on this mission for a kid who believes in peace.
Fine then. There's no point in arguing. Peace Walker is on the verge of completion. Come on, boss. Let's get to that base.
Cool, we got some parts, dude. Interested in Snake sort of being like trying to get the truth or whatever, because as far as we know from playing Metal Gear Solid 4, he doesn't realize until the end, and he's like, and you know, it's Solid Snake who in the end realized the boss's will, which is very interesting. The boss goes into old age to then go, I finally understand. Alright, we got some parts, but I don't know if we've... we'll have to check and see if we've actually completed some parts, so let's have a look. I should probably have a look and see if I can do some more recruitment as well for some other people. Let's check out Metal Gear Zeke with some of those AI parts we got. So, main parts... so we're still getting parts, so we're still at like 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5 stuff. Nothing for the head yet. And then we've got a railgun, but we need the main parts in there first. Cool. Still nothing. We're getting there though. We're getting there. Gotta kill some more AI weapons in order to make that happen. Maybe we can like replay. If that's the case, maybe we're able to replay those missions and get more parts to build Metal Gear Zeke early. Yeah, like we could just do the vehicle battles off screen again to get more parts. Eliminate the kidnappers, another chopper battle, and travel to the mine base. Yeah, cool. In that case, I'm going to do some more R&D, outer ops, maybe some recruitment, and then do those side missions. And then we'll get to the next main mission. Alright, ready to travel to the mine base. Let's get to it.
Snake, the Peace Walker platform and AI have been shipped to the final testing base. Once assembled, it's only a matter of time before they launch the nukes. Hurry!
For a single-player game, select single. Alright, travel to the mine base. Let's check the briefing files. Got some new stuff.
So tell me, what do they mine around here?
Gold, if I am not mistaken.
Gold? No kidding. I wonder what would be the fastest way to...
I do not know how much success they have had. You do not hear of anyone still operating mines around here.
Oh.
Generally speaking, people here are not too thrilled with outside capital coming in and taking away the country's natural resources. 4 years ago, a group of protesters hurled stones at the Parliament building when people found out the country had been bestowing mining rights to foreign companies.
Alright. Miners' residence. Amanda, infiltrate the mine base.
I remember those barracks. They're full of crisscrossing pathways, so visibility is terrible.
Perfect for sneaking.
That may be true, but it will also be easy to lose your fix on where you are. You could end up bumping into enemies when rounding corners, too.
I'll be careful.
You'll get a better view on the roof, but naturally you will be more easily spotted, and there are few places to hide. If you are going up there, get a quick lay of the land and then come back down. The soldiers there do not have access to many long-range weapons, most likely because of the terrain. A sniper rifle could be really advantageous there.
I'll keep that in mind.
Good luck, Snake.
Good luck, Snake. Chico, mine base.
A base disguised as a mine? We never made it that far. I don't know what kind of place it is, but you better be careful, just in case.
I plan to.
I've heard that the American army keeps dead alien bodies and UFOs in secret bases.
Area 51.
Aliens.
There are billions of stars in space. You've got to think that at least a few have civilizations more advanced than ours. I'll bet they visit Earth in UFOs. In 1947,
Roswell.
the Army actually announced that they had caught a flying disc-shaped object near Roswell, New Mexico. Maybe you don't know about it, but those Army guys, they all know.
Oh, you don't say.
Anyway, there's no telling what kind of mystery weapons they might have stashed up there. Watch your back.
Metal Gear Aliens, okay. And then it's going to give us some more information on that as well.
Apparently, UFOs are connected to cattle mutilations.
Cattle mutations?
No. Not mutations, mutilations. It's a word I'd never heard before. People have been reporting their livestock dying in mysterious ways near the same places where UFOs have been sighted. They say the bodies are drained of blood and the eyeballs and sexual organs are gouged out.
Wow, when you leave a corpse cut open in a field somewhere, the ground soaks up the blood.
Yeah, but supposedly these cows weren't cut up by any man-made means.
Maybe maggots got to them.
In some cases, they detected radiation.
Radiation?
Even in our own town, we had goats that died in strange ways. Some said they saw a monster. A lizard on 2 legs covered in spines from its head all the way down his back. I wonder if that's what the aliens look like. Or if it was some pet they brought with them.
Either way, doesn't sound like a very advanced civilization to me.
Well, if you see one, tell it I said hi.
Sure, if it speaks human.
Abductions.
UFOs kidnap people, too. You know, alien abductions. You've heard of the Hill abduction, right? That couple back in the 60s? So when I first saw the Colibri, I thought it was a UFO.
The Fulton recovery.
I know those guys are working with the aliens, even if they wouldn't let me see them.
Well, you better not get caught again, or they'll be experimenting on you.
I'd take that over torture.
Is love?
What do you think they look like? Completely bald, maybe, with gray skin and big black eyes? Or maybe they're 4 vara tall and wear skirts.
I kind of
And with
doubt
skirts.
it. I'll give you one thing, though. I've never seen anything move like that. Maybe the CIA really did make contact.
You see? It's true!
Child conspiracy theorist be like...
You want to know something? I once met an alien cat.
An alien cat?
Yep, it was dark out so I couldn't see too well. But it was a cat with a huge long tail. Its eyes shined in the dark too.
Most cats' eyes do.
At first, I thought it was a regular cat. But then, it started talking to me. Inside my head.
Inside your head?
He said his name was Altargoso El Baki Muñudad. He'd come to Earth from the Andromeda Galaxy to check out Earth's nuclear weapons.
The Andromeda Galaxy? Mankind's barely made it to the moon. We couldn't possibly launch nukes that far.
El Baki said he was watching over us. To make sure we don't destroy ourselves with nukes. Until the day we humans are ready to join the Space Federation.
The Space Federation?
It's a shame. This is supposed to be the era of détente. And still we've got people pulling stunts like bringing nukes into peaceful countries. If something ever went wrong and set off a chain reaction of retaliation.
I know. This planet could destroy itself at any time.
And then we'll never be part of the Space Federation, goddammit. Alright, those are the ones about the mission. I'm not going to take a rocket launcher in. Chuck that guy on. Wonderful. Head for the enemy's mine base, prevent the assembly of the mammal pod and Peace Walker. It's like, Snake, they're so close to building Peace Walker. Chapter 3, A Nation Reborn. Baby. Chapter 3, Dawn of a New Era. Let's get into it.
How's the horse doing?
Not too bad. You'd never know he was over 20 years old.
He was hers, after all.
Seems like some part of her became a part of him.
Interesting. So it's the same horse.
The platform and the cerebral AI are supposed to be assembled at an underground base disguised as a mine. If my guess is right, both of them have already arrived and are being readied for final testing. Destroying the platform will be difficult. I suggest getting up close and destroying the AI instead. Whatever you do, I'm begging you, don't let my Peace Walker launch a nuke. Hurry, Snake!
So Dr. Strangelove retrieved the horse, I guess, and then took care of it. That might have come with the package of getting everything else that was sort of related to the boss.
Base due west of your current position. Move out.
Change of location, dude. Okay, so we're easier to spot from up here. But we won't get as lost. I mean, it's a good thing this is a video game and we have a map. This is cool. Oh, there's a prisoner around here. This is cool opportunities for traversal, though. Hey.
Wait.
Why do they all have to have helmets, man?
Can't be imagining things.
They stopped us from just being able to get the headshots for trank victories. I don't think we can open those doors, so it must be... Well, I heard the prisoner around here. This is a supply? Oh, yeah. Alright. Gotta listen out for the, Let's put on the surround indicator. Yep. Up you go. Okay.
Wait.
You heard nothing. Oh, there's the prisoner. How do I get...
Can't be imagining things.
I mean, that's where I would put my prisoner if I had the opportunity, on the roof. It won't let me... It won't let me climb up on there. How do we get to him? Can I can't jump across a gap. Maybe I need multiple boxes, because I could do a box, stand on it, another, but that seems really tall. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the prisoner with the items I have. I think I'm going to have to use something to get like launched up there. I need some item assistance, so I apologize to that prisoner. I'm not going to be able to rescue you. Are we just going around there? Yeah, we are. Cool. Dun 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 dun. There it is. There it do be. Getting lowered into the base. I don't know how many chapters we've got, but chapter 3 doesn't seem like we're anywhere near the end though. Even though it's like, quick, stop the launch of the nukes. Oh god. Oh, there you go. Lovely. Good stuff, Snake. Very stealthy of you. Ooh. And I picked... This is the one time that I don't pick a goddamn sniper. God damn it, Snake. Ah. Oh, cool. There you go. I can just equip a sniper. Wonderful. Some of these main missions are just super tiny. It's just literally just walk through one area and then it's over. S rank, baby. Keep them busy for me. Good stuff. Alright, now we can go and equip a sniper. Take out some snipers of our own. Well, looks like we've got some more R&D reports to do. At least, like, when it keeps it short, it allows us to progress all of the other stuff in the background, which I don't mind. But there you go. So again, gotta do my R&D stuff in the background, and then we'll get into the next mission. Time to eliminate the guards. Next mission. Let's go.
Damn it! You've been spotted by the guards. Take them out before they take you out.
Oh no! Oh no! I've been spotted by the snipers. It'd be a shame if I also took them out with my sniper. May as well just do a trank one, I think. Unless we have to murder them, but we'll see. Should be all good. Seeing as it's a sniper mission, maybe we'll just take both, just in case taking them out by tranking them isn't an option, because it's just eliminating the enemy guards. We'll see. We've already been spotted, so it's not like we need to be silent. Let's check out the briefing files.
They must have had to clear a considerable amount of forest to open up that mine.
No doubt. So much for any hiding places, too.
And it is not just the forest. Without the proper precautions, the mine's wastewater could pollute the groundwater. And to top it all off, they're developing nuclear weapons there too. How can people care so little about their own country?
I'm not the one to ask about that.
Money!
Well, you may have abandoned your country, but you still treasure where you came from.
You think so?
Sure. I know you do.
Paz, whatever you do, never stop loving your country.
Does he... How does Snake feel about his country, though?
Take a look, Snake. That place is as wide open as a soccer stadium. Best to use a long-range weapon you can snipe with.
I can see several exits.
Right. Don't get too focused on any one of them.
Copy that.
Go get him, Snake.
Go get him, Snake. Chico's got nothing for me. Alright, let's go straight in. Double sniper rifles, baby. Dual wield snipers. No scoping. 360s. No problem. Alright. So it's just replaying this cutscene, so that's okay. Just gonna replay the camera zoom in the blinding flash of white. Alright, let's have a look.
There's no turning back now, Snake. Wipe out the enemy. Move on.
Where are the snipers? Because these are just normal. Alright, they're just sitting down. There we go. Damn.
Keep your eyes peeled for snipers.
Check that out.
Hit you from a mile away.
Okay, interesting that the tranquilizer one has so much shake, but the normal one... Okay, never mind. It's... look at that, it's a bit... Alright, you're out of here. Looks like we're taking him out the serious way. I hate that we can't prone and take him out, you know? Look at him go. I need him to settle down so I can take him out. Alright, there we go. Damn it. Sniper battles. Come on, guys. I've beaten the end. Take your shot. Thank you. Come on, guys. I took the end out. I can take you out. Alright, there's one. Love that rate of fire for a sniper rifle, though, to be honest. Pretty good. Solid rate of fire. Really? Ooh, in the head. That didn't take him down? There we go. Oh, this one's tougher than the other one. There we go. He's still up. Out of here, buddy. Is he down? Nope. There we go. How we doing, guys? Oh, he's got back up. Oh my god, please. Alright, that guy's finally out. That guy's out, and... Come on, buddy. Is he not out of here yet? There we go. There's... We still got one more floating dude. I don't think I can... Yeah, I can run down here, okay. I guess I could have just, like, ran down to them and took them out. 21 out of 24 remaining enemies? What? Oh. I definitely took my time. There we go. God, that took me ages just to take out those guys. Alright, now I've got a whole other crew. There we go. Alright, and then the last dude just went to sleep behind there. So long. There we go. Dun 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 dun. That was awful. Very time consuming. I would have probably blown them up with an RPG had I known there was going to be 24 of them. This looks like the perfect arena for a vehicle battle. What do you reckon? Yeah, there it is. Man, it would be so good to have these on my team for Outer Ops, for MSF, goddamn. Who the hell's building these goddamn things, man? These are massive. It's kind of bizarre how many of these there are that are like massive death machines. Meanwhile, in the future, they've only got like one Metal Gear in Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 2 has a bunch of rays, so it's somewhat on that level. But like fucking, this is 1974, man. And they got Walking Death Fortress, giant helicopter thingy. And the pupa telling me they don't use this technology to make more. I guess Snake really shut him out for good in this game. It was like, nope. No more weapons. Cocoon! Snake really went, yep. I'm gonna put you completely out of business so no more of these massive weapons can exist ever again. To be continued in the next mission. Because of course. Dun, 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 dun. My heroism My heroism sucked. Should have just blown them all up. There you go. Looks like we're fighting the cocoon. I think, however, I'm going to face off with the cocoon next time, so I will end this episode here. We at least got confirmation on what the boss really is. Boss is an AI. We took out the Chrysalis, and we're about to take out the cocoon, so we'll get to that next time. It's very, very interesting, and I'm liking that I'm still able to kind of do all this other bonus stuff in the background, like the outer ops and the extra ops, and building up my team so I can actually get better equipment. So it's pretty fun. I'm keen to continue on for next time. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Peace Walker, guys, and I will see you then. Alright, file library time. I said that we'd leave this one for the end, so this is just a little bonus for right at the end. Let's check out some new stuff in the file library.
The new plan is a hex type. That gives it more surface area than previous types, and also makes it easier to plan expansions. We're gonna make this place huge.
Hex, huh? Like a beehive.
Nothing wrong with that. They say the honeycomb design is one of the strongest. I hear they're even thinking of using it in tank armor.
Good enough for me. I'll see about finding us some worker bees.
Appreciate it, boss.
Built like a hex. Let's get Wanda Maximoff in here to help out. A great leader.
What's wrong, Kaz? You sound beat.
Yeah, the problems never seem to end around here.
You should take a break. Share a cup of mate with the other guys. It'll give you a chance to connect with them.
I wonder if Che and his men ever sat around and drank mate.
I bet they did. Che was famous for his love of the stuff.
Oh, man, whoever thought of this was a genius. You can put it in a gourd and carry it around, and there's a special straw with a filter attached so you can drink it any time.
That's not all. It's full of essential vitamins and minerals, too. Nice to have in a guerrilla war when food is short.
Yeah. Wish I had a chance to share some with a blonde Parisienne when I was out hiking.
Well, how do you know about that?
It takes a thief. Or should I say it takes a snake to know one. Snake.
How do you know about that? Alright, Amanda, enemy strength. The CIA's strength.
Snake, I need your opinion. How strong are the enemy's mercenaries?
They're well trained. They've got more than enough men. Seasoned, too. A lot of them probably saw action in Vietnam. They're a tough bunch. And armed to the teeth. I don't think I've ever seen a mercenary force field that many tanks and attack choppers.
It shows how much cash they have to throw around. And connections. How did they get access to such weapons?
How do you think? They're backed by the one and only CIA.
And here we are. Half of us farmers and the other half students. Children even. And weapons. We're so short on guns we have to steal them from the enemy. As much as I hate to say it, we're always going to be on the defensive.
I know.
And mi viejo. Without him, we...
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if we can win. Can we, Snake?
Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
But...
Amanda.
What?
Listen to me. Don't ever let your men hear you talk like that. You're their leader, and a leader has to stand tall, even when times get tough, when it feels like the fear and uncertainty could crush you. You're the one your comrades look to for reassurance. That's what a leader is. Don't forget it.
Snake.
If you're looking for comfort, go find a church. That's all I've got to say.
You are right. I am sorry. I need to pull myself together.
You'll be fine. I know you have it in you.
Thank you, Snake.
Relations with the U.S., William Walker.
La CIA calls their new toy Peace Walker, eh?
Yeah. So?
It is an insult to us Nicos.
Because of the guy you were talking about. Walker.
Si. Although it happened over 100 years ago. Back then, the political parties in Nicaragua were at each other's throats. The Nicaraguan Democratic Party hired an American mercenary to help counter their enemies, the Conservative Party.
And that was Walker.
After taking care of the conservatives, Walker decided to seize power in Nicaragua for himself, eventually making himself president.
Huh. The Democratic Party gave him an inch, and he took the whole country.
But it did not end there. Not only did he make English an official language, he tried to reintroduce slavery.
Jesus.
Walker's goal was to build a Caribbean empire, centered on the American South.
Caribbean Empire? Huh. Sounds kind of like what Coleman is trying to pull off.
The gringos are always like that. They invent some convenient excuse to trample all over foreign countries like they own the place. Peace Walker. Ha!
What happened to Walker, in the end?
A united Central American army led by Costa Rica kicked his ass and sent him running back to America.
Then why don't we do the same? I, for one, don't intend to let Coleman get his way.
Good idea. I'm glad we have you, boss.
Got a good head on our shoulders, that's why. Okay, about yourself. Roll at Mother Base.
You have taken such good care of me since you saved me from El Colibri. I want to return the favor.
Just wait until you're healed up. Then we'll talk.
I appreciate that, but you need all the help you can get. It might take a while for me to heal completely, but I'll be fine once I'm on my feet. Put me in a combat unit. I'll pull my weight.
I wouldn't expect any less from a Sandinista Comandante.
Enough flattery. But seriously, it does not feel right for me to be sitting here while my compas are out risking their lives.
One thing's for sure. Having you out in the field would be a big boost to Sandinista morale.
Of course, our ultimate goal is still the overthrow of Somoza. But until we get ourselves back in order, we will follow your lead, wherever it takes us.
Glad to have you on board.
See, I had her in a unit for a while, but then I had her in a unit for a while, and then what happened is I was like, well, she's still heaps sick, so I've put her in the sick bay so she can at least kind of chill out a bit, because Amanda's skill is when part of the combat unit, the guerrilla's morale will rise, but we've been taking her sickness down. It was like at 99 before, so I'm keeping her in here until she's fully healed, and then I'm going to put her in, and then I'll put her in the combat unit, because otherwise it's not going to work out. So back to the briefing files in the file library. Chico's got some geographical info as well on UFO photo.
Snake, is it true you took a picture of El Colibri?
Yep. Got it right here.
Whoa! It's like an actual UFO! I knew it! Los Yankees are working with the aliens.
I know it kind of looks that way, but...
Hey, Snake, can you make me a copy of that?
Well, I don't see why not. What for?
People pay good money for this stuff. We can use it to raise money for MSM.
Sure, kid. You go out and get us a good price for it.
You don't believe me, do you? I'll get the money. You'll see.
Interesting. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I wonder if we can use the actual camera in game to get those photos. But it seems that we're just able to get those photos for him. So there you go. Alright, Huey, Dr. Strangelove. Letter to Strangelove.
Did you, give that letter to Dr. Strangelove?
No.
Why not? I gave it to you for a reason. It's highly important information.
Sorry. I didn't exactly have an opportunity to play postman.
Well, next time you see her, you make sure she gets it.
Oh, yeah, sure. Better for you if she doesn't. What?
Tell me you didn't read the letter.
No.
You did!
I mean, you never know what kind of information could affect the outcome of an operation, right? So
you read the letter, after I specifically told you not to.
What do you expect people to do when you tell them not to read something?
I thought I knew you, Snake. I thought I could trust you. But now I see I was wrong.
Look, I'm sorry, but I just don't get what you see in her.
Well, I wouldn't expect a barbarian who opens other people's private correspondence to understand.
Fine then. Deliver it yourself.
Huh? What? No way. I could never...
You've got a long way to go, Huey.
You ever see the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Can't say I have.
Fantastic flick. The outer space special effects are incredible enough, but the depiction of AI is what really stands out.
There's an AI?
Yeah, a spacecraft pilot AI called HAL. It plays a major role in the story. Dr. Strangelove loves it too. Did I ever tell you about the time we first met up in Costa Rica? You know how she hates men, right? So we hadn't seen each other since NASA, and we just weren't hitting it off. Until we started talking about HAL. And then she started going off. The way she talked about it was so intellectual. The way she analyzed every plot detail, how passionate she was about the AI. It made me fall for her all over again. You know what? Here's to Hal for bringing her and me closer together. You should ask her about 2001 too. Then you'll understand just how amazing she is.
Amazing, huh?
Hal. Now there's a good name.
Huey named his son after Hal from The Space Odyssey. I mean, you're already able to really pick that up instantly, but then they had to just throw the extra bone of Hal. Now there's a good name. If I ever have a kid, I'm going to call it Hal. Hal, middle name 9000. Interesting. That's funny.
During development, I had trouble figuring out how to handle the cocoon's excess heat. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but the radiators are most likely its weakest points. They're not heavily armored, as heat wasn't dissipating properly.
Where are they?
There are multiple...
Where are they?
Upper and lower sections. Just look for the exhaust fumes. The only thing is, the upper radiators typically aren't exposed. You should probably shoot for the lower ones first. You could move under its body to access the lower ones, but the cocoon is capable of vertical movement, so be careful not to get crushed. Watch out for missiles and hedgehogs, too.
Hedgehogs? Anti-submarine multiple spigot mortars?
I adapted the technology for use as a surface weapon. Both the missiles and hedgehogs take time to load, though. It can't fire a hedgehog until the lamp comes on. As for the missiles, watch for the way the hatches move.
That'll be my chance to get close.
When the hatches open, out come the missiles.
So Huey just really just made these devastating weapons. He was just like, hell yeah, baby. Devastating weapons are my forte. Let's just make them all. God damn it. So we got Costa Rican birds, about herself, and France. A whole bunch of information on France as well. So Costa Rican birds, mimicking animal calls.
You said you could do a monkey call.
Yes? Want to hear it?
Yeah, I won't be able to get it off my mind until I do.
All right, here it is then.
That's pretty good.
I can do others too, like a sheep, a pig.
Yeah? Wow. What about a pig? That's uncanny.
Oh, I can do a rabbit as well.
A rabbit? Rabbits make noises?
Certainly, but they are very faint, so perhaps only someone who has owned one would recognize them.
I see. So, what do they sound like?
Listen very carefully.
Okay. Seriously? Rabbits sound like that?
I assure you they do. Listen again.
Please. No, I don't want to listen to it again.
Never heard a rabbit do that before.
They do. I swear.
I think Cecile's briefing files are absolutely the worst. I don't like it. I don't need to have animal sounds screamed at me. They also seem like just the most useless for information. The only useful information from her was the AI lab stuff when she was a prisoner. Not a fan of the voice, not a fan of the animal calls. Don't think I actually want to listen to any of this. I'm going to listen to About Herself to get this. I think I'm going to skip over the France stuff.
Never heard the name Cosima before. Then again, I don't know many people from France. Is it a common name?
No, not that common. But Wagner's second wife was named Cosima Francesca Gaetana Wagner.
Huh.
You know, Kojima is a common last name in Japan.
Kaz?
It's just funny how, I'm part Japanese and Cecile's middle name is so close to Kojima. It feels like destiny unfolding.
You think so?
Oui, oui. That's a beautiful name you have. Cecile Cosima Caminades. Wait a second. Cecile Cosima Caminades. Cosima Caminades. Hey, that's close to...
Close to what?
Your name. It sounds almost like the sentence Kojima Caminandes in Japanese.
And what does it mean, s'il vous plaît?
Well, kami is the word for God in Japanese. Nandesu. Well, it's hard to explain. But
Kojima is God.
It would turn the sentence into is God.
Okay, so...
Kojima is God.
Kojima is God. Cecile's name is a message. I don't believe it. Kojima is God. Kojima is God.
Kaz?
Oh, the fourth wall breaky nature of that one. Because I'm pretty sure at the end of MGS4 in the credits it has Voice of God, Hideo Kojima as well. So Kojima is God in the Metal Gear Solid universe. I love that.
How are you enjoying Mother Base so far?
Ah, it is wonderful.
Good to hear. I was worried someone as cultured as you would find the plant a little... uncouth.
Uncouth? You've got albatross, and frigate birds, and terns, and tropic birds. Seabirds I have never had a chance to see in France.
Oh, well, great.
Sorry, I know I should not spend all day chasing birds. Is there anything I can help with?
I appreciate the offer, but I'm not sure what I could ask you to do.
Well, I'm certainly not cut out to shoot a gun.
Cecile, where'd you learn to move through the forest like that? The birds weren't scared of you at all.
Becoming one with the forest is the very essence of bird watching. They won't behave naturally if they sense a human nearby. And that can really affect your observations.
I see. Kind of like scouting then.
I am also good at spotting birds from a distance, tracking them based on the tiniest of clues, and being aware of my surroundings.
Intel Squad.
You're starting to sound even more like a scout.
The only way to find a bird is to think like a bird. Now, think you can find a place for me?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Nah. I'm gonna pass on the France stuff. That's for sure. Cool. That's the extra file library notes that we had yet to get through. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of Peace Walker.